let me just stop you right there. So we have some breaking news coming in. Punjab government has approved the deployment of 9 advanced anti-drone systems along the state's 550-kilometer international border with Pakistan. Punjab Chief Minister Bhagwant Mann gives a statement saying that the action aims at bolstering national security and tackling cross-border threats. All right, we'll continue talking about this, but the fact of the matter is, Colonel Gunjan Malhotra, that Pakistan is, not dealing with an India of 2008. It's not dealing with an India of 2001. It is not dealing with an India which did not see a muscular ideology as its mainstay when it comes to deterring terrorism. What we also need to understand that if we are getting rid of Pakistan, it's not only India that's going to benefit, it's the world at large that is going to benefit. Any trace of terrorism that has happened in the last few decades can be in fact tracked back to Pakistan. If you talk about 2001, you talk about 1993, if you talk about 1991, the World Trade Center blast, if you even talk about the 80s, where sporadic incidents of terrorism occurred, it was all traced back to Pakistan. We will be doing the world a service if we get rid of Pakistan. Hence, their support is legitimate.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right by saying this. Previously, India has been pretty tolerant to whatever actions Pakistan, the immaturities Pakistan has shown us. But now the new normal has become proactive. The proactiveness in this particular Op Sindoor it actually signifies not only to Pakistan but to the international entire community that we have a very strong nation and we know how to protect our citizens. So the basic problem is that even in Pakistan now, if you see in the past 2 days, few terrorists have died and they have been wrapped up in Pakistani flag. So that means that for them, they are patriots. I mean, what are they doing? Pakistan is involved in breeding the terrorists. And what it has backfired on them with the internal, terrorist activities which are happening and getting the entire country into pieces. They are only tasting their own pudding. They have done wrong to our country. They have, bred so much of terrorism through the years. We have just been very tolerant. And this particular 2 weeks, which our Prime Minister Modi and the entire armed forces has taken and planned and plotted the way they had to go, I think this is commendable, what they've done. So this is what actually Pakistan actually deserves. And I feel we should just go right in. That's it. One thing which worries me is now the stock markets have crashed in Pakistan. With in China, as far as the defense stocks are concerned, they are rising. So there is a concern that China may not aid them with ammunition, arms and ammunition. That is one concern. So
that's a very good point. That's a very good point that you bring in. In fact, let me rope in Major Mohammad Ali Shah. Ali, if you're there with us. Major Mohammad Ali Shah.
लेकिन इस बार पाकिस्तान ने
मेजर मोहम्मद अली शाह
बुलाया है मारने के लिए उनको, इसलिए वो पिटे हैं.
All right, let me rope in Brigadier Rajan Jamwal into this conversation. Brigadier Jamwal, let us understand that Pakistan is perhaps living under this false hope that if push comes to shove, China is going to come to their help. We understand China perhaps more than Pakistan can. They will never engage in a two-front war. They're already facing the heat when it comes to the South China Sea, when it comes to the Philippines, when it comes to Japan, when it comes to their feud with America related to Taiwan. They will never ever help Pakistan. The only reason why they are in fact even in touch with Pakistan is because of the BRI, because of the CPEC, which also does not seem to be coming through because Khyber Pakhtunkhwa wants its own independence. They will never allow the Punjabis to give that kind of a space to the Chinese. So what hope is Pakistan living under? What false hopes is Pakistan thriving under?
You see, what is actually, the Chinese are miffed at is the BRI, that corridor, China-Pakistan economic corridor. With Balochistan gone, means Gawadar gone, means the road, it's a road leading to nowhere. Now, what will Chinese do with such a road? So that is point one. They have already sunk more than $60 billion. Now, Chinese, I have had some experience of dealing with these people. They look for economics in everything. They have never gone to war if there is not a reasonable chance of earning some profit out of it. Every war they have gone with Vietnam, with this thing was aimed, or any military action at some economic benefit of this thing. Now, since it is all economics, today where do their economics lie? With Pakistan or with India? Any open provocation at their end, something like supplying large quantities of ammunition, this thing, will at least ensure an economic strike from Indian side, which today we are capable to do. If not a kinetic strike, at least an economic strike today we are capable to do against this thing. You see today what has happened? The Chinese today are interested more in investing in India. Look at their mindset. What America started off with was a knowledge economy. They exported everything to basically China and some other world. They said, okay, we want to keep ourselves clean. We'll remain a knowledge economy. We'll keep inventing things. Let others smoke the skies. No factories here. Now, of course, Trump is changing that. But China wants to now follow that. They are concentrating more now on inventions, this thing. And they want their entrepreneurs to set up factories in India. The whole lot of this, pending with Government of India, which Government of India is as of now not allowing. They want to pursue that. So understand the overall situation. In this situation, they have nothing to gain. They wanted Pakistan as a pinprick. Today, Pakistan is becoming a bad salesman for their military hardware. I'm sure Taiwan is rejoicing with every JF-17 down or their radar systems down. It is Taiwan's and the thing. And whatever they were able to sell to African countries, some of these countries, they may be having second thoughts. Why we bought this Chinese junk? This thing. So it is not at all working out. And Chinese would want this to stop at the earliest. The more hardware they send, it is getting destroyed. It is bad advertisement for them economically. Very
You're
bad.
Absolutely right, sir. You're absolutely right. And Mr. Bhatt, Brigadier Jamwal is absolutely correct. Chinese weapons, folks, are like Chinese vaccines. You may feel protected, but in the end, you will get infected and you will die.
Yes. It's always like that. There's a saying in Hindi, which all of us understand. Chale to chand tak varna raat. तो वो तो चाइनीज खिलौने बोलते हैं हम. We say Chinese toys. And after spending 62 billion in a place like Pakistan, China will certainly want something. But can it harm India? No, it cannot harm India. And it will not go straight on. Head on, it will not go as Jamwal sir said, I agree with him. I concur with him. Because they want to take that trade from 120 billion with Bharat to double that. They want investments in India. But will India give it? That's a different issue altogether. In such a situation, for China to fight, and in that also with 245% tariff slapped by Donald Trump on China, you expect China to come out openly and siding Pakistan, fighting with India? No, sir, it is just not possible. And now you just go and watch. What I understand is very simple things. With Karachi being struck, there is going to be a definite precision slicing of Pakistan. On one side, you will have Balochis fighting them. Other side, you will have TTP fighting them. And you are going to slit it open. And I'll not be surprised if, this GHQ Rawalpindi generals, in few days' time, we'll see one by one getting out of the country. And that will happen. That will happen. And that's why, I don't foresee China coming to any help, but for the subtle things, subtle small things like providing this or providing that they will keep on doing. Because they consider this as their religion. Let me put it that way very clearly. Chinese consider that as their religion to prick India. They will keep on doing so. Any chance they get, they will do so.
All right.
They
Well,
went-
all right, Mr. Bhatt, hold on to that thought. Another absurd statement from Pakistan Defence Minister says Madrasa